This morning. Good morning, Nigeria. Like I always say, TVC has a finger on the pulse and an eye on the streets. And here on the Trending Now segment, we do our best to bring you all the trending stories that are shaping the world that you and I live in. We begin today, surprisingly, with some entertainment news on this fine Wednesday morning, when Nigerian music sensation Wizkid's son, Tife Balogun, now known as Champs, a musician, has officially entered the music scene with the release of his debut EP titled The Champion Has Arrived. I don't know if we have that sound at the back there that we can play, but his EP showcases his unique style and his musical versatility, signaling the start of what promises to be a bright career. Fans are already buzzing online, and they're saying that he's a smart and intelligent and very vibrant young man, and he has a fresh sound. This release does mark a significant milestone for the 17-year-old who's been making waves on social media recently and building anticipation amongst music lovers. Now, his new single is titled The Champion Has Arrived, and he's ready to step out of his father Wizkid's shadow and carve his own path in the Nigerian music industry. I really wish that we could have played you some of that music. It's really a banger, I have to say. Let's take a look at social media. Dari says, let's be honest, expecting a teenager to drop a perfect EP on his first try is wild. Music is growth, not perfection from day one. What Tife Balogun did with Champion's Arrival is exactly what we say we want from young talents: boldness, experimentation, and confidence. And Daniel Rega says, Wizkid's son should stay in school, participate in school-related activities like a quiz, or focus on something he's passionate about, because that debut EP is a big no. It's no news that the standard of music has dropped significantly in recent times, but all tracks on the project are still below today's standards, even for a teen. Another issue is, which genre does he belong to? Is he an aspiring singer or rapper? Daniel, do your research. It's called R&B drill. But what do I know? Team, very interesting. I could have played the song for you, but anyway, it's a great development if you ask me. We've seen time and time again that Afrobeat is now a viable social and export. It's wonderful to see that this young man is taking after his father's footsteps and capitalizing on his place in the music industry. I think it's great, and it's a banger. After the show, I urge you to go listen to it.
I've not heard the song. I've not, so I can't really say if it's a banger or not. But that he chose music is expected, and he should know that since Wizkid is his dad, he's starting music under a lot of pressure. People will want his music to even be better than his dad's music, and the dad's fame and the rest. Yes, it will open some doors for him as he goes along, but the quality of music, ordinarily will expect that the younger generation will be better than the older.
Well, I mean, first of all, let's just let the guy just rest first. He's trying his hands, trying to do this. I think some people are listening to this song with a matured ear. It's fine, but let's just allow the guy land first, and let's not be too critical of it. Right. I understand the fact that he has to also be in school, So Wizkid, as a father now, ensure that your son is in school. It's okay or nice for him to explore his talent and gifts, because what I'm doing today at this age, I started very early, at I think 16 actually. So it's okay, right, for him to explore that, but let him also go to school, right, so that there can be a balance. And as he grows, help him mature the music and become better. But guys, let's chill. It's a first trial. It might not get us all the fantastic points we would love in the music. He's just 17-year-old. So I beg, no vex, eh?
And interestingly enough, team, science has actually shown us that musical genes can be passed on from a parent on offspring. So I wouldn't be surprised if, he becomes the next Afrobeat superstar. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Moving on to more serious news. In Enugu State, a man that was earlier accused of defiling his two daughters, ages 2 years old and 5 years old, has been cleared of all allegations. Take a look at this video.
Yes, of course.
I cannot do that.
Are you threatening her that if you leave the secret that you're going to kill her?
No. Hey!
Oh yeah, that is why you put it in writing.
Yahweh, this is not me. No. There's a mistake somewhere. Madam, I'm sure knows your man. Who's your man? Who? So much.
Smoke weed, you talk rubbish. I said, write it on
the statement. You leave it on email.
Come on, write this thing. They tell me this about
I don't know you don't know me. There is statement in that.
God of weed.
And I hear the
just about the police. And the time my beloved 3 children, you know, so much. This
Now, police investigations show Ozioma Okonkwo was falsely accused by his wife, and there's a police statement in that order, in that regard, that she did falsify that report, that she said that he defiled their children. Medical reports also confirmed no sign of abuse in the children, and evidence later revealed that she made up this story to punish him over his smoking habit. The wife's name, Chisom, she's now been arrested and charged with defamation and giving false information to the police, as she should be. I'll take one tweet on this. 19 says, Omo, there should be a law that persecutes false rape accusers too. This one paid me like saying I'm my family man. This is wrong. Imagine the way this woman has taken to pollute the mind of her kids. Team, very, very sad. I mean, I took this story on Trending Now, and I thought it last week, and I thought it was important to come here and clarify and exonerate this man, because we all sort of bashed him, and rightly so, because we believed that he was abusing his 2-year-old daughter and his 5-year-old daughter. Come to find out that this woman weaponized a story of abuse in order to punish her husband.
This is demonic. Chisom, what you did is demonic. It's wicked. I mean, there is no good reason under the sun for you to do that to the man. Imagine the level of shame that you made him go through. But the vindication, I'm sure, must have been very sweet for him, you know. And I thank God that she has been arrested. And hey, it shouldn't end with the arrest, so she has to be arraigned. There's a law against stuff like this. She has to be arraigned, and she should go to prison. Why? Why put a tag, such a very terrible tag, on somebody? I'm lost of words.
I'm trying to understand the psychology in that man's mind right about now, to have been accused of abusing sexually his own biological children. Oh, thank God, sir, you've been exonerated now. Go home and enjoy your life with your children. Madam, it's time.
It's very, very sad to see. In the video that we were unable to play because it was very profound, there were some obscene words being used. The woman was actually coaching her children, the daughters, verbatim on what to say, coaching them on things like, daddy touched my so-and-so, daddy touched my this and that. So this woman is actually very manipulative, and we must condemn this sort of activity. It's a shame. Thank you so much for your input, team. Moving on, there was drama in Abuja, as we all know yesterday, as the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, clashed with soldiers while attempting to stop construction on a property said to belong to a former army chief. Now, Wike arrived at the site insisting that the property lacked proper documentation and ordered that work there should stop. But a young lieutenant army man on the ground told him that the owners had already submitted full documentation to the FCTA and advised Wike to follow due process. Well, a heated exchange followed, with Wike and some members of his entourage shouting at the officer. Despite the confrontation and the pressure from Wike and his team, the soldier stood his ground, insisting on a due procedure. Of course, this incident has sparked reactions online, with many Nigerians praising the military officer for remaining calm and refusing to allegedly be intimidated.
The man took this Arab, who not Arab going on chief and they used to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop that?
Will
you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, your man, put up, sir.
I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut me up.
Will you keep quiet?
You can't shut me up, sir. I'm not.
You can shoot anybody.
Very interesting. Let's take a look at social media. Let's see what you had to say about this. Bashir Ahmed says, a minister's verbal assault on a military officer in uniform is an act of profound indiscipline that strikes at the core of our nation's command and control structure. It deliberately undermines the chain of command, disrespects the authority of the commander-in-chief, and grievously wounds the morale of every individual who serves under the Nigerian flag. And this was actually said by General Tukur Buratai, the former chief of army staff, posted by Bashir Ahmed, a spokesman. Very interesting. Let's take another tweet. Ridwan Oke says, I know you guys wanted Wike to be humbled, and that's fine. However, having military men take control of a property because of a retired officer of the armed forces is unlawful and must be castigated. The officers were following orders, which is fine, but the order itself was unlawful, as it wasn't the business of the military to carry out such functions. You cannot crave a working Nigeria and be seen jubilating over such behavior. You have to decide what you want. Now that is public opinion is divided, team. On one hand, we have people saying that, you know, this man was this army person was very, very strong. On the other hand, you have people saying that it's because it was Wike. If it was somebody else, let's say a beloved person, for example, Peter Obi or somebody else, it would be the other way around. But what do you make of this? That showdown really shows us about the dynamics of power in Nigeria, don't you think? Oh
yes, and I'll still say the same thing, that if I was Wike, I would have called the brass of the military instead of going there myself to confront a lieutenant. You know, that wasn't very nice.
Absolutely.
But they say that he called the chief of defense staff on the phone. There's a video to that effect as well.
Yes, he did. And he shouldn't have, you know, after speaking to him, passed the phone to the guy. No. So, Minister, next time, sir, you don't need to be engaged in such exchanges. And those choice of words was not nice of you to use on that young man. However, I understand your position of trying to enforce order, which was right. But I think there are better ways of handling this kind of things. Honorable Minister.
Absolutely. The rule of law should stand regardless of who is in the front lines of it. It should stand, whether we love or hate the personality involved. Thank you so much for your input, team. Moving on, videos of the federal lawmaker Alhassan Ado Doguwa are trending online. And this time, it's not about politics, but about pleasure. The House Majority Leader who represents Doguwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency of Kano State is seen in several clips showcasing his London accommodation and enjoying moments of relaxation abroad. And the clips have gone viral. They've sparked a lot of reactions online. And some Nigerians are amused by his openness and his sense of humor. But other people are questioning the optics of such displays by a serving lawmaker. But still, one thing is clear, Doguwa's soft life has turned him into an unexpected internet sensation. Let's take a look at social media. Sultan Bello says, stop hyping him. Al-Hassan should learn to be humble for once. Promoting materialism is never the path to becoming an elder statesman. Sarah George says, it's giving first person in my lineage to travel, but this is what we all do. I guess the idea of editing is strange to him. Now, team, because of time, but I'm just going to give you some context. He went around near the streets of London, touching flowers, just being busy, and he's gone viral. People have said, this is so interesting, that he seems so excited to be in London. And everywhere you go on social media, for some reason, this video of him is there just living a soft life. He seems to enjoy it very much.
The young man. Go ahead, Chuma.
It's not easy to have a house in London, but you're a sitting lawmaker. I think it's a little bit vulgar to be showing all those materialistic things and giving us the impression that life is soft. The people that you are representing are not enjoying this kind of life.
Ooh. Absolutely, Atoma. Life, whether he shows it or not, look, life is soft for them. There's a lot of money. However, we also live in a time of social media. I'm sure the young man is also trying to chime in on the fact that, you know, you travel, you show things, you do this, which I'm always against most of the times. It doesn't look good on you, sir. Is every person in your constituency living this kind of life? If they're not,
very interesting. Thank you so much for your input, team.